Who are we? We are a bunch of young adults that joined ECO-UNESCO through our schools and friends.
We didn't have the budget to go to the Arctic and film penguins, so please enjoy the next best thing.
Our best next thing is supposedly this film, which we made ourselves about different people with different backgrounds, living as one in Dublin, and how they feel about it. We asked different people what they thought about cultural diversity and what it meant to them.
Hi, my name is Padraig and I work in Pavee Point Traveller Centre.
So what is cultural diversity?
Well, I think cultural diversity is, if you look at the last number of years in Ireland, people's perceptions has changed. If you look at 10, 15 years ago, a lot of cultures were separated. Within the tribal community, the black community and the gay community, there was no connection. In the last maybe 4 or 5 years, I think people's perceptions has changed around new communities and different cultures. And Ireland has come now more a multicultural society and diversity.
Cultural diversity. Well, I think cultural diversity is everyone getting on well together, I think, from all cultures.
And does it affect you in any way?
No, I think it's fantastic. I think it's great for Dublin.
Okay.
My opinion, it is a mixture of cultures integrating, working together, living in the same community, space, sharing the same services. So that's what I think it is.
Well, cultural diversity is in a nutshell, is the variation of cultures, how they differ from each other. And in my opinion, it can have significant effects on people when they do travel, or especially on second generations whose parents have migrated. Because the first generation usually tend to stick to who their origins and their culture is. Yet the second generation grow up with Irish children in Irish roads and Irish neighbourhoods and have a different culture at home and a different culture outside of home.
And what aspects of your own culture do you think we could learn about and use to better our own community?
It's like we come from an island, we're very laid back, and like we have different cultures, we live like different cultures, and I think here it's not like people have the problem to accept other people's cultures, you know. So like just trying to have like culture nights, you know, bring all cultures around because we used to living with other people. So that's why.
All right. Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cultural diversity is when you have a mixture of different cultures which operate together in either a town or a country, you know, and they operate in unison, you know. When that happens, well, we would say that cultural diversity is taking place.
Cultural diversity, I would imagine, means people from different parts of the world all coming together in different places and trying to get on with each other.
Yeah, how does it affect you? Does it affect you in any way?
It affects me positively because you learn from other people's cultures. If you learn how to try to understand other people, it should make you a better person, really. So for me, it's a positive thing.
Tolerance would be one, but I wouldn't say it's one for Irish people. I'd say it's for people in general living in Ireland, because there is a mixture. You couldn't just define Dublin's culture as being Irish. It's changed so much over the 9 years that I've been here, so I think tolerance definitely for different people.
And in your opinion, what do you think cultural diversity is?
The cultural diversity within space, within a city, for example,
yeah.
You mean? Well, perhaps we could say it's a meeting place of distinct peoples and their cultures and languages and accents and dialects. And yeah, and we are trying to get on with one another, understand one another, and which can be very, very difficult at times, because every culture brings their own, you know, sets of values, ways of doing things, ways of communication with them, and sometimes very difficult to understand the other.
Does cultural diversity affect you?
I think so, yeah. It's definitely made Ireland more, or Irish people more open-minded, and Irish society has become more multicultural.
I think it's a marvelous country. So it's a lot of beautiful women, a lot of diversity, a lot of languages, So I think it's been really good for me to came here.
Okay.
What I found out from making this documentary is that cultural diversity can happen and needs to happen for a more socially interactive world.
I learned that cultural diversity does exist in Dublin and that there is a wide range of cultures living together here.
What I learned from the documentary is that many people find the Irish people very friendly and they enjoy the Irish company.
Cultural diversity is different cultures living as one, fighting for a just and clean world, living from each other's ways to give the earth a few more days.
Viso girl.
Arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Slán.
Cheers.
Goodbye.